New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
What Would Louise Say? Join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hosted by Reverend Martine Bernard. Explore the wisdom of Louise Hay. Brought to you by New Thought Media Network. Dive into Louise's teachings. Experience healing and empowerment. Reverend Martine shares insights. Connect with a contemporary audience. Unlock your potential. Transform your life with love. Embrace positivity and healing. Join our vibrant community. Ready to join us? Let's spread love and wisdom together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only on New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
Hello, 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 beautiful ones. This is our fabulous show, What Would Louise Say? And I am Reverend Martine Bernard. I am absolutely thrilled and so excited to be here with you today. And this is a show where we keep the spirit of Louise Hay alive through healing conversations that awaken the heart. Happy birthday, happy heavenly birthday, Louise. Louise was born in October, and last week, the week before, we celebrated Louise's birthday with Dr. Patricia and Rick Nichols. And today we have a special episode that reminds us that even with life's detours, there can be divine destinations. I am so excited to welcome Allison Bell, who has been a workshop leader, teacher of the Louise Hay philosophy now in the UK for many, many years. So the theme of this interview is how we trust the process of life. So welcome, Allison.
Thank you, Reverend Martine. It's lovely to be here.
It is wonderful to have you here. This is the power of technology, and we're always excited when it works out. So, Allison, can you tell us a little bit about your journey? How did you discover Louise Hay? And I love seeing your beautiful Louise Hay heart on your wall. Yay! My beloveds, I have a pillow, but I can't reach for it right now.
It's the best, isn't it? It's so uplifting. Yes. That heart is just so beautiful and so colourful.
It certainly is.
Yeah, so my goodness, my journey started with the awareness of Louise's work a couple of decades ago now. And it was when a friend lent me a CD. And it was like affirmations or change your life in 30 days. It was something like that. And I used to listen to that whilst doing yoga at home. And I really loved it. It was like my time. It took about an hour, I think, to listen. And it was my time to let good thoughts go in and stretch my body and feel really good. But then, and a friend gave it to me. But then, a few years passed, like 14, 15 years. And then I found myself, I was in the corporate space and I had a corporate job. And I had to leave that job through ill health. So, which is quite a scary time because you're not well, you can't work, and you've had to cease your income. But as we know with this work, and you don't know it in the moment, but you're trusting the process. Little did I know that within 2 months, I would be going to an I Can Do It conference in London, which was run by Hay House. And there were really inspirational speakers there. And outside, you know, there's the tables where they're selling the books and the cards, the affirmation cards and CDs and things.
Yes.
And there was a table, a beautiful table, where you could look at becoming a Heal Your Life workshop leader.
Yes.
And I was like really taken aback. I was like, whoa, you mean I can really train to share Louise's philosophy with others? It was like my dream job.
Oh.
So little did I know at that moment that I knew what I would be doing for the rest of my life.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Oh my God, that's so poignant. So,
Yeah.
Allison, that was 2004 when that happened. And you said that you were going through a healing opportunity, a health opportunity. Can you talk a little bit more about that and how this philosophy, after you went to the I Can Do It conference, how you kind of ran with it and were able to apply Louise's world view to your health opportunity and healing adventure?
Yes. Okay. So this happened in when I was completely, when the universe took me out, because I
Yes.
clearly wasn't listening to my body's messages. But when the universe completely took me out, that was in 2018. And I had a 4-year-old at the time, my 4-year-old son. And it was a horrible time, because for 3 weeks I couldn't even hug him without being in extreme pain. I trapped a nerve in the back of my neck. I could only stand or lie down. And so it was a really fraught time. And I can now say, you know, luckily it was only 3 weeks that I couldn't do that. And my healing took a little bit longer. But what I love about the synchronicity of this, whilst I could only stand up or lie down, Hay House did a world summit, a Heal Your Life summit, where there was different speakers on different days over the period of about a week. So I literally just had my earphones in and just absorbed all the talks from all the other Hay House authors and Louise, and just absorbed all of that information, that visualization, that meditation.
Yes.
So I did that as on my healing journey. But I'd also, because I knew I could train to become a Heal Your Life workshop leader and life coach, you know this too, it takes it to a whole new level. So you can read the book, you can listen to the CDs, but when you actually do the work, it transforms your life.
Yes, it does.
So it was then all about, I did the 2-day workshop with Patricia, and then went on to do the coaching. And because you're then putting what you know into practice, and you're going through the exercises personally, you are shifting, you're evolving, you're growing, and you're expanding from old limiting beliefs that you've brought awareness to those, and you're ready to release.
It's like we could almost describe it as a detoxification process. The same way you go through a detox for your body, you're actually going through a detox for your mind.
Absolutely.
And wouldn't you say that? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's ongoing, isn't it? It's a practice. Yeah.
It's a practice. It's a practice. It certainly is. I love the theme, and it's Louise's theme of trust life. And we saw a beautiful photo of you reading the book, metaphorically, quote unquote, beloveds, the book, because that's the assignment. That's actually the assignment for all of us, to trust life. And as a teacher and coach in the UK, what does this mean to you? And how have you seen this phrase, trust life, being applied in your life, in your students' life? Right.
Yeah, so I have got this affirmation card here in my bathroom. as Louise says, to put them everywhere.
Yes.
And this one I've had up there for a couple of years and I never tire of it. It says, trust the process of life to take care of me. I trust the process of life to take care of me.
Trust
and
the process of life to take care of me. Yes.
Yes. And I was thinking before we joined this together, I was such a worrier. I used to worry so much that this trusting the process of life to take care of me has really helped. It stopped my mind going in spirals, like completely out of control, and to bring me back to the present moment. So the way that looks like in the UK, so I coach a lot of people one-to-one.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and because of Zoom, I can do that anywhere in the world. So I have clients all over, which is fabulous. And bringing that time together and focusing just one-on-one, you can actually move through quite a lot quite quickly.
Yes.
So we do that, and we talk about trusting the process, being present in the moment. And one of the things that comes up, because quite often people are coming to the sessions and they have challenges with maybe certain relationships in their life, whether it's personal relationships, work relationships. And we really explore what Louise says about everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge and awareness and understanding that they have. And I think that is life-changing. Once people can grasp that and really absorb that, it can transform your relationships.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. So you mentioned to me, Allison, that you did have a successful 20-year career before you shifted in 2018. Can you describe what that season in your life may have looked like, and how the health opportunity forced you to stop, and the emotions that surfaced? Because I think that right now on the planet, there are lots of changes. In the US, there's a government shutdown. Many people are being laid off. This is very, people are at career transitions, moving to the next level. I can imagine that this is the case for you and many of your clients. Can you speak to that and some of the wisdom that you gained in that transition?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, there's no denying that at the in that moment, it was a really scary time. I had a 4-year-old. I was so poorly that I couldn't work. So I didn't have my health. I couldn't continue my income. I was a contractor. I had a European-wide role. So if I couldn't work, they still needed somebody to do that role. So they had to recruit and continue that function, if you like. So I had to leave. I didn't have my health, and I literally had little income coming in.
Yes.
And that's quite a vulnerable place to be, and quite a scary place to be. And when you're trying to heal, the last thing you need is those worrying, scary thoughts.
The appearance of financial instability. That's the last thing you need.
Yeah.
So you were given, I call it the big exam. I have a minister that calls it pop quizzes, or you were given an exam in that moment. And it's obvious you passed. But how did you have to shift your mindset to get to those nuggets, to get to the realization that you were safe in this universe?
Yeah, and that was before I really took the work deeper as well, Martine. It was, I'd done the corporate thing for 20 years. I'd listened to the CDs and all of that, but I hadn't learned to apply it at this point. And so what I would say is that I was in such a bad way that I had to heal first. So that was my priority. I knew that stress and all that wouldn't help. So I got to grips with those. And because the the Hay House World Summit was on, honestly, it was just the perfect scenario where I had positive thoughts feeding my body and mind.
That's right.
So that really, really helped. And then when I saw the I Can Do It conference going on in London, I was like, well, I've just got to go. And I wasn't 100% recovered, but I went with a friend. And it was just, I never thought at all that I would be having a conversation with Eileen, who was on the stand at the event, about becoming a Heal Your Life workshop leader. And it was just incredible. It was I was meant to be there. Because I love to share what works for me. I love to share that with others, because if it can make a difference to them, then great, because it's made a difference to me. Wouldn't it be great if it makes a difference to them? Anything, could be anything, could be a food or a drink or anything. But this was a life-changing philosophy that I really wanted to immerse myself in. And I think that was like the 3rd week of September. And it was in the end of June that I'd had my accident. And it was probably the end of August where I was starting to feel like I was healing. And it's only in retrospect, when you look back, that you see the synchronicity.
Yes.
And
yes, that's right.
And it was in that moment just trusting in my healing element of those weeks and months. It's just trusting the process. But you've just got to get better. You have a 4-year-old and you need to continue to work, so
that's right. So here you are, you've done the training. And where was your training? Was it in the UK or did you come to the US?
Yeah, it was in the UK. Patricia came to the UK, and then I did the coach training in Ireland 3 months after.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, made some wonderful friends as well. And yeah, it was just incredible to be together and all going through that journey together.
Yes,
was wonderful.
Yes,
yeah.
Having done it. And can you tell me a little bit about your coaching, your classes, your clients, and your experience? Because you've been a master coach teacher for the UK since
2019.
Since 2019. One thing that's been so awesome and just so interesting is Dr. Patricia and Rick have mentioned how the UK is in love with Louise's philosophy. Yeah. It's extremely popular there. I'm just astonished by this.
Yes.
So speak to your work and your clients and the movement, your life movement.
Yeah, and I think what's great about this philosophy, Louise's philosophy, and her book, You Can Heal Your Life, and I have the most gorgeous 40th anniversary edition.
Oh, the 40th anniversary edition is stunning with the pictures. I have 3 copies. I bought them for friends, but I think I have to give them away, beloveds. I have 3 copies in my house, plus the old copies.
Yeah, I've got the old copies as well behind me.
Yes, never go anywhere without Louise.
No, but I find that so clients that find me have either searched for a Heal Your Life coach, and because they have read the book.
Yes.
So that's my first sort of type of client, if you like, and they know that they want to take it deeper. They want to almost implement what she talks about in the book, and even in the workbook. You can go through the workbook yourself, but I think having that person to bounce off of and the accountability to actually go through the exercises, I think is really powerful.
Yes.
But so they've either read the book and they want to go deeper, or they've never heard of Louise Hay. And when you give them the brief introduction about it, they're blown away. And so it's either or. I think if I had to say that the most is probably those that have read the book, and they just want to take the work deeper, or they want to, they've got a life or an illness that they're looking to work through, and they know they need to release some resentment or think of things in a different way, and some forgiveness work and so on. So I think if you've read the book and you know there are practitioners out there who understand the work and the power of the work, it's great that you can work with a practitioner that practices this work, you know.
It really, really works. I've been saying recently, because I need to go deeper into the work, the deservability treatment. I think that's from the workbook. Allison, can you tell us a little bit about your thoughts around deservability and what Louise believed, that a lot of our blocks are because we don't think that we deserve?
Yeah, it's deservability is, I mean, a lot of it can go back to our growing up, can't it? Our childhood.
Yes.
And everyone was doing the best they can, right? And again, that's why that is such a powerful place to start.
Yes.
Because then you can look at the beliefs that we took on as our own that were never ours to have in the first place.
Yes.
And that could be something like, you know, you don't deserve... you don't deserve that treat, or you don't deserve that day out, or that toy, or you don't deserve to have dessert after dinner, for example, because you didn't finish your dinner. It could be really minor.
Yes.
So it's really looking at some of those in a bit more depth, and realizing that just because someone said we didn't deserve it doesn't make it true.
Exactly. And we get the messages. We're constantly getting the messages from society. I know in the UK and the US, we have huge advertising campaigns, especially with the holidays coming up, the seasonal Christmas, Hanukkah, the celebrations of light coming up on the planet. The advertisements are just about, you're not good enough, so because you need this to fill you. You need this to purchase this to feel good enough. And Louise emphasizes that just in our very essence, just by existing, we are deserving. We are deserving of abundance, of health, of peace, of joy. I like to say money, time, freedom. So many of us affirm having financial abundance, but we don't affirm having an abundance of time, because that's very, very important. Time to be creative, time to be easeful, time to heal. As you were given by the universe, it was an opportunity with the Hay House Heal Your Life Summit to take in all of that positivity, especially right now on the planet. Many people are in fear, worry, doubt, uncertainty, and it's so important. I always love remembering that Louise says that one of the largest acts of self-love is affirming the good for yourself. Saying positive affirmations is a form of self-love and self-care. So can you talk a little bit about how you have reinforced this notion of self-care to your clients and for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, as you were talking there, Martine, I just glanced down. I have a deck of children's affirmation cards that me and my son created 2 years ago.
Gosh.
And
wow, I need that for my inner child.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And the first one, the one that was at the top, is I deserve the best.
Oh, can you move it to the center so we can see it?
Can you see that?
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
You have to let us know how we can purchase those to support you, Allison, because that's phenomenal.
Yeah, they you know, it was actually, I created them. I procrastinated for 4 years, but I created them for children because my son was in primary school.
Yes.
And I wanted him to grow up without not without any limiting beliefs. I don't even know if that's really true, but if that's really possible. But I wanted, so we put these together. Me and him, we came up with them. So I have great ideas. I deserve the best, and I believe in me. I think they're just really. There's about 24 affirmations in there.
Goodness, I think that they're good for adults and children.
Yeah, because when I finally produced them, and like I said, I procrastinated for 4 years, and then another Heal Your Life teacher in the UK, she agreed to be my accountability buddy.
Oh.
And within 21 days, I was holding them in my hand, like produced.
Oh.
And it was incredible, because I was going off to Madagascar to open a school with another organisation, and I wanted to give them to the children. Oh. And so that dream came true, but it starts at primary school.
Yes, it does.
And we don't teach children how to think and speak.
We don't.
And so that is what I wanted to do. It was, but like you say, we need them for our inner child. And like my reflexologist, she bought a deck, and she does a card with each of her clients before treatment.
Are they available for people in the US, or you do via your website? Or?
Yeah, I need to. I'm glad you've asked, because I need to make that happen, make it possible. And it's such a lovely gift for like Christmas or just any time of year, really.
Any time of year.
I'll make that a possibility, definitely.
Please do. Please do. And Allison, we're going to take a little break.
Okay.
We can take a breath if you'd like. And my beloveds, you can take a breath and take this in. So this is Rev Martine Bernard and Louise's show, What Would Louise Say, on the New Thought Media Network.
Please help us say thank you to our organizational sponsors, including the Hefferland Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, Unity Kitchener, Unity Spiritual Center, Ottawa, Om Center for Spiritual Living, Satya Center, Begin Within Ministries, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and the Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. Thank you for being part of the New Thought Media Network. Please like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
What Would Louise Say? Join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hosted by Reverend Martine Bernard. Explore the wisdom of Louise Hay. Brought to you by New Thought Media Network. Dive into Louise's teachings. Experience healing and empowerment. Reverend Martine shares insights. Connect with a contemporary audience. Unlock your potential. Transform your life with love. Embrace positivity and healing. Join our vibrant community. Ready to join us? Let's spread love and wisdom together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only on New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
And we are back. I'm Rev Martine, and this is What Would Louise Say, this wonderful show. And we are here with our guest, Allison Bell, who is a master teacher in the Louise Hay philosophy and a fabulous coach streaming from the UK with us today. So, Allison, I'm so happy to have you back. And we were talking a moment ago about children and how you have these wonderful cards. We have folks who are streaming and watching from all over the world. So please go to Allison's website and purchase her wonderful affirmation cards for yourself. Gift your inner child and then any child or adult in your life. So we are just so blessed to have discovered Louise at some point in our lives. And I think it's incredible the impact that you are having on your son by being a master heal your life coach and teacher trainer. Has that impacted his life, Allison?
Yeah, it's really lovely. And because it's something that I'm immersed in, I almost don't think about it like you just described. And we do these affirmation cards every night. It's almost a non-negotiable. I shuffle the cards. I say, what does Jamie need to know right now? Wow. And he closes his eyes, he picks a card, and they're double-sided. So he can choose which affirmation is resonating with him.
That's wonderful.
And then he can put it on a little wooden easel at the side of his bed.
That little easel.
Yeah, little wooden easel. They're really cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an excellent way. I'm going to get some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Throughout your house.
Yes.
Wow,
yeah. So
wonderful.
we do that, and then because they come with 24 affirmations, but then I created some laminated ones, so you can actually, once you're in the rhythm of writing affirmations and speaking them and thinking them, you can then create your own with a wipeable pen and create your own. Yes. So it is lovely, and it's a tool, right? As we know, affirmations are a tool.
Yes, they are.
And it's not to bypass emotions and experiences that we have, and it's not to suppress any emotions. We feel the emotion, we let it come up and do we feel it and acknowledge it, but then it's then time to move through it and to change that mindset, that thought, to something that just feels different, a little bit better than what you're feeling right now. And they do really help. They do really help.
They help enormously. It's about, in New Thought, we like to say you need to have the mental equivalent. So you need to have the positive idea of the thing that you want, because a lot of us have negative equivalents. The world will just tell you, oh, money doesn't grow on trees. Oh, it's impossible to heal from this particular type of dis-ease. Especially right now as cancer rates go up. I'm blessed to be 100% cancer free and health thriving. And Louise's philosophy had a lot to do with it, affirming, recognizing the good. Scientists will tell us how affirmations work, but we don't really know. But I like to say that it's important to have a positive perspective on your life, and you can have a positive impact by your thinking.
Yes. And even, I remember when my son started school and he was 4, and, he was in the park one day and one of his friends said he was an idiot or something like that. And he came over and told me, and I said, just because he says you're an idiot doesn't make you an idiot. If he said you were a car, it doesn't make you a car.
Good mom, good for you.
And he just skipped off and carried on. It's just that bringing that awareness to, especially when other people are maybe judging or criticizing or putting their own beliefs on you. And another one I remember from Louise is that may be true for you, but that does not have to be true for me.
Oh, yes, I love that. So, my beloveds, when someone is saying something about the world, like, oh, the economy sucks, you can say in your mind, that might be true for you, but that doesn't have to be true for me. That might be true for you, but that's not true for me. It could be about anything. Oh, as you get older, your body aches. That might be true for you, but that's not true for me. Whatever it is, we don't have to absorb it.
No.
We protect, I call it protecting our consciousness.
Yeah.
Protecting our force field, the energy field around us, as we lovingly accept others for who we are, for who they are, for who they are, knowing that they don't have to have an impact or an influence, and that you can remain in the positive vibration of life.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you can let somebody express what they want to express, knowing that you may have a completely different viewpoint, perspective, belief.
Yes.
And that's okay. You can just observe that moment rather than trying to change that person in any way. You can bring awareness to it when you're in a coaching session. You can bring that awareness to it, and therefore the person is then aware of how they're speaking and thinking, out there saying these things out loud.
Yes.
Once you brought the awareness to it, you can then do something about it. And that's the powerful piece when you're coaching.
That's the powerful piece, definitely. Allison, I wanted to ask you, do you have any golden nuggets, things that you've gleaned in your experiences with clients around forgiveness, and how to maybe to forgive, how to accept based on Louise's work? And because I think right now self-forgiveness is huge.
Yeah.
The self.
Yeah, so I think, and we have mentioned it already, that everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge, awareness, and understanding that they have, including me.
Including me. Yes.
If you're talking about the forgiveness of ourselves, because we can be very, very critical of ourselves, and I was, and continue to still identify those moments when I can be a little bit judgmental of myself.
Yes.
But I'm aware of it now. And because when you bring awareness to these limiting beliefs and you are rewriting them in the moment, they become less and less.
Yes, they do.
So that, if I look at my past and I may have been judgmental or critical about the grades I achieved at school, or had a viewpoint of them, or anything that's happened in my past, I was absolutely doing the best I could. There's no question about it, with the knowledge, awareness, and understanding that I had.
Yes.
And if I was to do X, Y, Z again, I would do it differently. You sort of learn and evolve and grow through that.
We learn and evolve. Yes.
And I think that's almost really pivotal. The first way to love yourself, Louise talks about, is to stop all criticism.
Yes.
And it's almost like the easiest one to identify.
It is.
But then you realize how entrenched it is.
It can feel very hard.
Yeah. And so people can give up, can't they? They can almost give up quite early. But actually, when you keep at it and you stay aware and notice how you're thinking and speaking, they are then all golden nuggets, in my view, because you can choose to think differently. I had a situation last week, and I was away on a training program for a few days, and I found myself being a little judgmental and critical about the communication that was not forthcoming about the up and coming training course. And I found myself in that thought loop.
Yes.
And I used it. Everyone's doing the best they can. And, you know, if I need to find an answer, I can call, I can email, I can, you know, and actually beneath that was some anxiety about the program.
Yes.
So when I love it. When we know this work, we can really unpick the detail.
Yes.
And it made me realize, because I was operating from that place of a little bit of anxiety, a bit of unknown, that what was going to happen on the program, I was acting from a place of fear.
Yes.
And therefore gone into that almost like finger pointing, blaming thing, when actually it was all going on within me and within my head.
It's amazing, because it feels as though the outside world, the individuals, the circumstances, the experiences are all a stage, are all a play, and we are part of it all. So when something is coming up, most of the time it's within you. This morning, you were such a master teacher to me, because I was running around like a crazy person going, I haven't sent Allison the link. What is she going to think of me? And I opened up to your text and it said, all is well. And I went, Louise was already doing her magic, working her magic in and through Allison. And I went, all is well. Everything is working out for the highest good, and I am safe. And I just calmed down and I stopped judging myself. I thought, what is this wonderful woman going to think?
And I said to Michael, technology is my friend, because I think Louise used that one as well, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Whenever the gadgets are going wild, my beloveds, we can say technology is my friend.
Yes.
So it's just this way of knowing that so much of the theater that's going on in our minds and in life, technology is. Thank you, my producer, the best producer on the planet, Michael Mangus. Yes, so it
can turn that frustrating moment, can't it, into a moment of, you know, of joy. You know, you can say it to a room full of people if you're trying to get technology working, and everyone would laugh.
Everyone will laugh, and it will just it will raise the vibration and lighten the moment. And it's not to minimize what's happening on the planet, but I think that these are principles that we can apply to our everyday life and the frustrations. Allison, what would you say? I always like we're nearing the end of our conversation, but we still have a few minutes. What would you say to folks who are viewing from everywhere on the planet to help manage some of the stresses of, I feel like we're in transition. I feel like everywhere we're looking today, we are actually in transition. Can you speak to how you apply Louise's worldview to the political, societal, environmental changes that are happening on the planet?
Yeah, and it's quite a tricky one, because I really minimize what I absorb.
Yes, I do.
And it's not because I do feel I'm quite a highly sensitive person.
Me too.
And so I don't go out of my way to I don't know how many years now since I've not listened to the news.
Yes.
But it finds the bits that need to find me, find me.
They do. They find us. Yes.
Yeah, and so I don't know a lot of what's going on.
Good.
And the reason why and some people may think, and that's fine, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I'm not saying that what I'm doing is the right way or the only way. There's many ways. But it's the way I choose, because if I can keep my energy, my love, and send love to those parts of the planet that are in challenging times, then I am a lot more useful to this planet then joining in the some cases drama, some cases, deep sadness. So if I can send love and I can remain present in that love and shine a little light for people to uplift them, if it uplifts them. Some of this conversation, Martine, may resonate with some people and lift their mood, energy, and some people may, completely have a different view. And whatever is right for everybody is totally fine. Where everybody's at.
Right. But that's also Louise. Louise's philosophy around watching the news was to kind of stay away from it and know that the universe will bring you the bits and the pieces that you need to know about. And I completely agree with that, because there are times that I cry if I follow the news too closely and I read something, and I literally will burst into tears.
Yeah.
So I've found, in order to stay spiritually healthy, in the ways that you've described, Allison, we want to be sending light and love to places in the world that are ailing. And we're more useful that way than bursting into tears or getting frustrated or even getting angry.
Yeah.
I think we are more spiritually useful. In that way. Do you have 3 tips that you can offer people on how to stay positive at this time, and things that you do, your own practices?
Yeah. So, okay, there's a couple of things. I've recently started writing, like journaling again. So journaling is a tool that, you're probably very familiar with as well. And just writing what comes, there's nothing complicated about journaling. If you've got a pad and paper, you just write what's in your mind.
Yes.
And I've started doing that every morning and every evening. And I set an intention for the day.
Yes.
And that's how I start. And I almost walk through my day, almost creating what I would like to happen in that day. And I know I've got certain things to do, and that I meet wonderful people along the way, and everyone's considerate on the roads and driving.
Yes.
And everyone's friendly, and all of these things, and the day unfolds beautifully, and that, or whatever it is, I create it. And then at the end of the day, so I'm starting my day in a positive way, and I'm almost walking through it, creating the day. And then at the end of the day, it's more about gratitude for the day and what beautiful surprises may have happened along the way.
Yes.
And just so that I go to sleep having that positive mental outlook.
That's right. Vibration.
Yeah. And at the moment I'm reading a Wayne Dyer book, which is fabulous, because Wayne and Louise were pretty much spiritual brother and sisters. It was, so I love reading his work too. And so I think it's so Louise says, do things that make you feel good. Yes. And eat foods that make your body feel good.
Exactly.
And be with people that make you feel good. It's all about trying to feel good.
Feel good, and that you will attract more into your life. And it's about trusting the process of life, beloveds.
Yeah.
And thank you to our producer for putting that scrolling underneath. I trust the process of life to take care of my every need. And
yes,
I'm so strong and peaceful. I relax and let the light move through me. So we trust the process of life.
Yeah.
That if we stay on this positive vibration and speak positive words to ourselves, our life will change for the better. That's what this philosophy has done for me. And it's obvious that it's done this for you, Allison.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, do you have any upcoming retreats, classes? What are you busy doing? Are you accepting coaching clients? How can we find you?
Yeah, so I will. I'll send you details of all my socials. I'm not massive on social media, but you'll be
Yes.
able to find me there
One,
on Facebook and Instagram, and on Eventbrite. I'm still in the process of finalising dates, but
yes.
there's a link to all the workshops that I'll be doing online, which will then be
Oh,
relevant for anybody globally.
wonderful.
And then I also like doing the Heal Your Life Journey, which is a 6-week program, and it's online.
Oh,
And you basically do some work throughout the week, and then we come together for a group coaching call for about 90 minutes once a week, and then you go off and you work through modules
oh,
for the
that's
following week, and then we come together and we explore what's come up, and that's a lovely program. So that's a 6-week program that I'll be looking to start in January.
wonderful.
So
Wonderful.
yes.
Oh, oh my gosh, Allison, it's been such a gift and a pleasure. Could you put your cards up again?
Yeah,
Just see.
and I'll put these cards up, and also there's a card in here that includes why I created them
Wonderful.
and how to use them. So lots of grandparents have bought them as well.
Yes.
What
does that first one say again?
I deserve the best.
I deserve the best. Say it with me, my beloveds. We deserve the best. I deserve the best. Yeah.
I have great ideas.
We have great ideas. And then one more.
I believe in me.
I believe in me.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Louise. This is her birthday month, and we just give thanks. We are celebrating Louise's legacy, and I thank you so much, Allison, for being a part of that. It's been
Thank you.
Joy having you on. Please hang out a little bit so we can talk a little bit more off camera. And my beloveds, I am Reverend Martine Bernard, and this is What Would Louise Say on the New Thought Media Network.